Welcome back to another episode of the Recap Fantasy Sports Podcast. I am your host, Open Mind, along with your other host, DZ.
What's going on, everybody?
We back. We week 5 of NFL, and we got a lot to talk about, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. DZ, how was your week 4? How was your week 4, fam?
It was much better. No, it was much better than I
Word,
thought it would be. Like literally, outside of a few injuries
man.
and Jamar Chase not doing too well.
Speaking of injuries, that is what I was gonna like. What I was kind of like hinting at, like about your week, man. Every week, I don't know if it's just me or if it's just my luck. I don't know, but I've been having every week, like somebody on my squad get hurt, bro. Like every week, somebody on my squad get hurt. I'm either out for the season or or out the game to the point where it's like, this person is doing nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm trying. And listen, I'm trying not to make that like a thing. Like I'm trying to like get away from that. You just don't. You just won't know. I'm sorry about that. You just won't know who's gonna get hurt in football. But it's going into week 5, and I have this theory about week 5 that's when you kind of know, who you are, who the team is, like where you feel, like who you are as a team, like where y'all stand and stuff like that. Like, so I'm saying that to say, be careful with the star players. A lot of these guys are running hard, playing hard, and you spend a lot of money on them. So just keep that in mind. I know we give a lot of advice. A lot of our stuff is predicated on players not getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
it's
true.
hard for me. I don't call the game, man, but like, I hate to see even Geno Smith went out. He came back in the Giants game. He came back, but didn't do it. Him going out for the first half and coming back in the second half really killed my lineup. Yeah, the
Ouch.
Seahawks won, but I kind of needed Geno Smith, you know what I'm saying, to uh
To
to
pull
do that for
through,
me. But it's
yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's cool. I'm not mad at Geno Smith. It's just that's football. That right there, these injuries, man, you don't never see them coming. But anyway, I don't want to dwell too much on it. What's done is done. Can't cry over spilled milk. How about that Dolphins Giants game, bro?
The Dolphins and Giants. I don't know how I'm going to take this game. I mean, it's on paper is looking like another Dolphins show. Like the Dolphins are just going to blow them out, unless some way somehow the Giants make it a game.
Ain't no be no some way, no somehow, no way. There's no way. But listen, listen,
I'm trying to get Danny Dimes a chance against this Miami defense because the Miami defense is really they're not that good. But
I want to take this time to stand in solidarity with Daniel Jones, bro. I want to say this. Daniel Jones been getting a lot of heat, right?
mm-hmm,
Because the Dolphins is trash. I mean, not the Giants is trash. The Giants are trash. But Daniel Jones is not a trash quarterback. I know everybody listening like, man, what you talking about, open man? What you talking about? Daniel Jones trash. Listen, I've watched all 4 Giants games. You're only in week 5. I watched all 4 of their games already. I'm watching Daniel Jones just play football, right? Because I'm not a fan. I'm a fantasy sports person, so I got to watch whatever game I can watch. The more I can see the game, the better I can pick my players. So
I
I'm
agree.
watching Danny Jones play, and I'm like, dang, with Saquon Barkley in or not, Daniel Jones is actually a good quarterback. His team sucks. The offensive line is trash. The coach is trash. The defense is trash. But Daniel Jones is not trash because, especially with the Seahawks game, I watched Daniel Jones play the Seahawks. He was the best player on the team. Every first down that the Giants got, Daniel Jones himself got the first down. He's under duress. He's under attack. He's shaking tackles. He ran 15 yards, ran 16 yards, ran 12 yards. Not because he's a running quarterback, but he was just trying to get out of danger, get out of trouble. And he just made a play, right?
That's
He
true.
can't help if his receivers suck. He's an accurate quarterback. He puts the ball directly in his receiver's hands, and they drop the pass. They drop the ball. He throws dimes. That's why we call him Danny Dime. He throws the dime passes that falls in the receiver's hands, and the receiver drops the ball. There's nothing Daniel Jones can do about that. And I'm not saying that the Giants are going to beat the Dolphins by far. But I will say this. The Giants are going to score some points against the Dolphins. Yes. I am saying that Daniel Jones is not a bad pick against the Dolphins. I'm saying the Dolphins are going to beat the Giants. Yes, but we're playing fantasy sports. We're not picking winners and losers in games. We don't give a shit who wins or who loses. We're picking players.
That's true.
Yes, the Dolphins beat the shit out of the Giants. But Daniel Jones is a good QB. Right? And I actually think this is a game where Waller is actually going to actually do something.
What?
Where I think Waller's going to actually do something because the Dolphins' defense are not that good. The Dolphins' defense allow a lot of points. So, yes, they got Tyreek Hill. They got Ashane. They got Mostert. They got Waddle. He coming back. They got everybody on the offense, right?
Yeah.
But the Dolphins' defense are not – they're better than the Giants. The Dolphins' defense is better than the Giants' defense. But Daniel Jones put up 12 points on the 49ers. The big bad bullies on the block, 49ers. The sorry Giants put up 12 points. So I'm saying that to say that I'm not a Giants fan. The Giants do suck as a team. The coach, Brian Doble, whatever his name is, he's trash. But Daniel Jones is not a bad quarterback. I'm not going to keep trash this. Daniel Jones is a fucking warrior, man. Daniel Jones, I respect him because I watched the game against the Seahawks. His team is trash, and he still kept making plays. Despite his coach giving him dumb football plays, Daniel Jones went out there and took it like a man. He was a warrior. He ran for almost 100 yards. He wasn't 100, but he was like Daniel Jones, the best player on the Giants team against the Seahawks. So I just wanted to say all that to say that, yes, the Giants are going to lose because of the defense, not because of Daniel Jones. And Daniel Jones is not going to put up enough points to catch up to the Dolphins when they start running up the scoreboard.
No,
not going to do it.
Not.
But I just want to say it on Week 5 episode that I stand in solidarity with Daniel Jones as a quarterback. Now the Giants, y'all can have that crazy, y'all can have that trash play, defense, offense. Even when Saquon come back, the Giants ain't doing nothing. But I do not have any issues with Daniel Jones as a quarterback. Definitely recommend him on lineups. So we're going to start the day off, Week 5 off with our quarterback, who I told you this in the conversation in the back. Before we start, y'all, we are starting with the early slate in the DraftKings app. Early slate, 6-game slate. We're going to start the quarterback off today with, where's he at? I don't see him. Hold on. Am I in the right slate?
What are you looking for?
Okay, so no, I was looking for something else, but it's fine. Starting the quarterback off with Tua. Okay. Not picking Daniel Jones to start the day off, but I definitely recommend Daniel Jones. But our show squad is going to be Tua, and we're going to throw that ball to Jalen Waddle, not Tyreek Hill. Not that Tyreek Hill is a bad pick. And everybody's like, ooh, what are you doing over mine? You know, I'm going to throw it to Tyreek Hill. I'm not saying no. I'm telling you listening, pick Tyreek Hill. But this is a show squad. These are picks we're giving to you guys. Jalen Waddle is back. This is a buffet for all of the Dolphins players. They're probably going to make sure that Jalen Waddle gets his stats. This is a great game for him to actually get back in football shape, and he's not going to be tested too hard. So he'll get his stats, and they'll sit him down. But I think Jalen Waddle is a great pick against the Giants. Not passing the mic to you.
I'm going to get running back out the way. I'm going with Devin Montgomery at the running back.
Of course you go with David Montgomery.
Hey,
of course you're going with Is that price too cheap to pass up?
Yeah,
right?
For him, yes.
That price too cheap to pass up. And I'm going to stack these Giants. I'm stacking. Give me Ashane.
You said Giants. You
Devon,
just picked them off. You just picked the Dolphin.
I'm stacking the. Oh, I said Giants. I meant to say I'm stacking the Dolphins. I said that wrong. Excuse my French. I'm stacking Dolphins against the Giants.
Well, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Before you even said Waller, I was already looking at him. I'm going Waller at tight end.
Oh, yeah, not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all. Because of the fact that the Dolphins defense are like middle of the road, middle of the pack. The people don't be alarmed when I say this. I'm still telling y'all to make a lineup with Daniel Jones on it. Make a Daniel Jones lineup and pair him with Waller against the Dolphins. While losing the game, Daniel Jones still gonna give you some fantasy points. Just saying. Just saying. The next wide receiver, I'm gonna take him before you do because you like this dude. This is even if I live here, this is your team. I'm taking Nico Collins. The Houston Texans are your team. Even though I live in Houston, the Houston Texans are your team. And I'm taking your boy. I'm taking Nico Collins. Because the Falcons ain't going to stop Nico. The Falcons not stopping Nico.
Yeah, he's been good. All right, let me see here. We got 11,000. I'm going to get defense out the way. Since you're all over it, I had the Texas defense anyway. So let's go for that. Hey, just being honest.
Hey, listen, I live here in Texas. I live here in Houston, man. So, and I'm not hating on the Texans. I'm just not a Texans fan. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, man. Till I die. This is dirt, right?
Yeah.
Till I die. But we got $8,200 left. We got to fill another spot. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the other wide receiver spot. Now, this guy, Jameson Williams, bring up Jameson Williams on the screen real quick for me, DZ. I want to read this to the people listening. Williams is listed as questionable for Sunday's game against Carolina. This would seem to be the Lions' way of suggesting that Williams may not be ready to play even though he's healthy and no longer suspended. It also adds to concerns about his potential workload in the event he's active ahead of the kickoff. Though the Lions don't exactly have great wide receiver alternatives, with Amon-Ra St. Brown listed as doubtful and Josh Reynolds just as questionable. Reynolds was a full participant Friday, and at this point looks like the safest bet for snaps targets. Okay, so reading that, and with Jameis Williams being $4,000, and with Reynolds only being $4,200, Josh Reynolds is going to be the most productive wide receiver in Detroit. I'm still think Jameson Williams is going to play. I just think Coach Dan Campbell is just like being hush-hush about it because he wants to beat he wants to beat the Panthers, right?
Yeah.
And I think he's going to play Jameson Williams, but we don't know if he's going to play. So since we don't know for sure, we're alive right now, and we don't really know for sure if James is going to play. Josh Reynolds is only $4,200, and this is going to be the starting receiver for the Lions. Number one receiver for the Lions, Josh Reynolds. Fill in that wide receiver spot with Reynolds. You got $4,000 to fill up the flex spot.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Ah, man. Say Josh. Wait, no. Why did I put Slayton? You said Reynolds. 4,200. That leaves me 4,000. Let me see here. Man, you put me in a. Let me see here.
No, it's some good. There are some good starting receivers down here at the bottom. You just got to know who's playing and who's not.
True. 4,000.
Well, prices that they're still starting in second and third string receivers down here at the bottom. You just got to know who is who. I'm looking at one right now. I'm looking at a number 2 receiver. I'm not going to say the team, but on my end, I'm looking at a number 2 receiver for this team for $3,300. He's going to be the number 2 receiver.
I see Clark. I'm looking. I'm scrolling.
And he's going to start, and he's going to get a lot of targets. And he's $3,300 for Week 5 football. He's actually, you're going to have $700 left over if you pick this guy. I'm saying, don't let these prices fool you. There are some receivers down here in the $3,000 range who are starting and will be playing 4 quarters of football for you on your lineup.
Raymond,
I'm staring at
you talking about Raymond? Raymond?
Yep.
Yeah, I go
Caleb Raymond, the number 2 receiver for the Lions.
Yeah, because St. Brown's out.
St. Brown's out. And Jahmyr Gibbs is out.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, he's going to get some time.
There's no Jahmyr Gibbs. And there's no St. Brown for Week 5 football.
Yeah, I'm going with Raymond.
All right, so we have Tua, Montgomery, Devon Achane, Jalen Waddle, Nico Collins, Josh Reynolds, Darren Waller, Caleb Raymond, and the Texans on defense entering this squad, fam. I'm entering the squad, bro. The squad is going to eat.
All right.
The squad going to eat.
I agree.
The squad going to eat. I'm going to eat a lot.
All right. Head into the 4-game slate. Afternoon. All right. Well, I think you picked. I think it's my turn, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. The pickings are slim. To pick Pat Mahomes or no? Or should I go all the way down?
To pick Patrick Mahomes or no? This was actually the slate that I thought I was looking at, but this is the quarterback situation that I was going to surprise you with.
Well, Mahomes?
I didn't realize it was afternoon. I thought it was early. No, it was not Mahomes.
You're talking about Zach Wilson?
Nope. Not Zach Wilson either.
Oh, Stafford.
No.
Man.
Not. That's 3 strikes, bro. You're right. So since you got it wrong 3 times, let me tell you. I was looking at Josh Dobbs against the Bengals.
Yeah.
And pairing him up with any one of Arizona's wide receivers, as well as stacking Connor in the running back spot. Because I'm sensing a weakness in the Bengals defense. I'm sensing a lot of dissent and weaknesses. I mean, look at the Bengals. The Bengals have been trash for 4 weeks straight, bro. They haven't been able to stop nobody. We haven't been paying attention to them because we were looking at the other things that's taking place. Everybody's taking their shots at their favorite team to take shots at.
True.
But the Bengals have been playing bad football. And the Cardinals have been playing good football. And what I'm not going to do is show favoritism or emotion, right?
Yeah.
Josh Dobbs is in a great spot right here. That was my mystery quarterback that I was telling you about behind the scenes.
You want to know something? I think I'm going to go with that one. Yeah, I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go Josh Dobbs, and no, I'm not picking a receiver. Connor was already on my radar, and I'm picking him. James Conner.
So you're pairing Dobbs up with Connor then?
Yes.
All right. So I'll fill the other running back spot. Go ahead and get it out the way. I really love this matchup situation here. I don't see why he wouldn't have a good day, and that's Pacheco in Minnesota. I don't see why Pacheco wouldn't have a good day in Minnesota. Minnesota defense ain't stopping nothing. Because DeAndre ran for almost 200 yards against Minnesota. DeAndre Swift ran. Matter of fact, let me get it right. Let me go back and look at the stats. Right, yeah. He ran. I said it right. He ran for almost 200. I did say that. DeAndre Swift put up 175 rushing yards against Minnesota. The Minnesota Vikings are not stopping the run, and Pacheco just put up 27 against the Jets. He put 100 rushing yards against the Jets, which is a great run defense.
That is
The
true.
Jets are probably fourth in run defense. He put up 100 yards against them. Minnesota ain't stopping nothing. Give me Pacheco right now. Hurry up. Yesterday.
Gotcha. I like that pick. I like that pick. For wide receiver, I'm going with Garrett Wilson.
You stole my pick, man.
What? No, I didn't. I think he might not be too popular just yet.
You ain't know you stole my pick, but I'm saying you stole my pick. You know what? Listen. All right, so Cooper Kupp is back, y'all. Right? Cooper
Oh,
Kupp is
jeez.
back, and I got something to say about this, bro. Like, I want to talk about this, and I don't care how controversial it sounds. If you look at the Rams right now, right, with the exception of Tutu Atwell, the Rams got nothing but white boy wide receivers. What's that about? What's that about? Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and Show and Rick, right? Those are the receivers in the Rams. Now, they're doing great. They're playing some great football. I ain't saying they trash. I'm just saying I just got my Koofy hat on. I just got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? We need some melanin out there. But Cooper Kupp is back. But here's the thing: he's cost $8,600. Cooper Kupp ain't done nothing this year to warrant himself being $8,600. And by this being his first game back since the start of the season, Cooper Kupp needs to get in football shape. So I don't think he's worth this $8,600. I don't think he's going to pay it off. Yes, Stafford's going to probably force feed him the ball, but Cooper Kupp is not in football shape yet. He need about two games to turn it back. To get the Cooper Kupp that you want, you're going to need to get Cooper Kupp probably in week 8 or 9. Right?
Yeah.
Week 8 of football, provided nobody's hurt, is when you should pick Cooper Kupp. No matter who he's playing, no matter what matchup it is, if you just want to pick Cooper Kupp because he's back, I recommend doing so on week 8. Take your chance in week 7, but leave him alone for against the Eagles, and leave him alone next week, because Cooper Kupp needs everybody in the NFL needs 2 weeks of football to get themselves right. If you go back and look at everybody's stats, nobody start really playing football till week 3.
Very true.
Nobody in the NFL. Most of the players, with the exception of a small few that just had good games, didn't really break out from quarterback to running back to wide receiver to tight end to the defense. Everybody across the NFL didn't start playing until after like week 3. Week 3 was probably the craziest week of football. The Dolphins put up 70 points against the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was ready. They're ready. Like they're finally at the 2 weeks out the way, got all of the rust off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing with Cooper Kupp. He's just starting the season. He's not going to give you $8,600 worth of production. Now, Puka Nacua, if you just want to pick a Ram player, he's $7,700. I think Cooper Kupp's going to eat into his production, but I still think he's going to pay off his price if you just have to have a Ram. But I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and keep picking at these Cardinals wide receivers because they're cheap and they finna eat these Cincinnati Bengals alive. Give me Malcolm Brown.
Wow.
Marquise Brown. I'm sorry, not Malcolm. Marquise Brown.
Not a bad pick. At 5,000, right?
Yeah, $5,000.
I'm gonna double up with you because I like Zach Ertz at tight end.
You like Zach Ertz?
Yes, I got him.
All right, so the last wide receiver, I'm going to go ahead and spend this money. Give me Justin Jefferson, baby. Justin Jefferson. Because ain't nobody in Kansas City going to stop Justin Jefferson.
No, they really not.
There's Jefferson finna eat, bro.
There's nobody that's gonna stop him.
I faded him last week. He definitely paid off his price last week.
You like that, though, don't you?
Paid it off.
Let me see here. DeAndre Swift against the Rams, not a good one. You know what? I. You know what? Let me just put it to you like this. I'm gonna pick Brees Hall. I think he's gonna break out against Denver in the flex. Hold on, just one moment, everybody. Hold on, everybody. We have some technical difficulties with Mr. Howard. Give no with open mind. Give me a second. Yep,
Hey,
Brees. Yeah, we got Brees Hall for the flex. Yeah, we can hear you.
oh my God, I don't know what happened to my mic, but I don't even remember the last thing I said. I don't. I just know my mic just went out and I couldn't hear nothing. So what was the last thing I said? Sorry about that, y'all. Just technical difficulties. My mic just disconnected. I was just talking. So
Yeah, you went Zach Ertz, then you went Justin Jefferson, and then I went Brees Hall. And I forgot what you were saying after that because you went out. I didn't hear you.
the whole time I was talking, man, I had put out a post for the the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
The post has just been sitting here spinning, and it never freaking posted. Like it just never posted. I don't know. I guess my signal just didn't just not acting right. But what I was saying was I was getting Justin Jefferson. That was the pick.
Yes.
So I don't know before the mic went out, I picked Justin Jefferson for the last wide receiver spot.
Yes, you did. Got it. And then I said, I know going up against Denver, but I think Brees Hall might have a good day in Denver.
Totally agree. Totally agree. You afford him though.
That leaves you 4,000 for defense.
Oh wow, yeah. Brees Hall, against Denver. Oh yeah, then 1,000 on D. Like, dude, like this lineup came together pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And you know what? Since I can have any defense I want, right? Any defense I want, I'm getting the Jets to give Denver hell.
Gotcha.
I want the Jets defense to give Denver hell. So we have Josh Dobbs, James Conner, Pacheco, Garrett Wilson, Marquise Wilson, Justin Jefferson, Zach Ertz, Brees Hall, and the Jets on defense. Press enter, people. You can enter the squad if you want to, or you can take your favorite players off this squad and make your own special squad for yourself. Hope y'all get this money. This is a great afternoon squad, just afternoon games only. Hope y'all like it. I'm entering it. We're coming into the end of the show, y'all. So we're about to end the show with a primetime tiers lineup. So open up your DraftKings app, and we're looking for a primetime tiers. Tiers primetime, 2 games, right? And tier 1. You hear me? You still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, just making sure because you know how my mic is. But tier 1, before we even talk about these tiers, let me say this. All right. I want to have a little discussion before we even start making these tiers. I'm going to ask you a question. Who do you think going to win the Cowboys and 49ers game?
Oh, man.
We'll have a little chat before we just hurry up and log out. Since we had some technical difficulties, let's give them an extra little 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Let's talk. Let's talk about this Cowboys game and 49ers game. And let's segue into our B plus analysis before we close out. Right? B plus analysis on the Cowboys versus 49ers game. Who you think gonna win? Who you got winning the game?
Boy, I'm about to make some enemies. Man.
Why you gonna make enemies? Why you gonna make enemies though?
This is a tough game to call.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Two very good defenses. Let's see here.
You ain't gonna say nothing more controversial than me. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk first.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm finna piss people off when I get through talking. So I'm gonna give you the mic first. I'm gonna let you butter them up before I'm finna kill everybody's dreams with this B plus analysis I'm finna give on this 49ers versus Cowboys game. People not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I don't care because I'm about to give them the truth and not my opinion. But let's go. You got the mic. You can let me know.
That's true. To be completely honest with you, who will win this game, I do like Dallas over San Francisco.
Okay. Why you say that? Why you say Dallas gonna beat San Francisco?
Well, I mean, just overall, they've been playing better. Their defense has been superior. I don't think Brock has really played a very good defense just yet. Dallas is on another level, especially when they got beat by the Giants. They've just been like destroying people. It's kind of hard, and I mean, this is good. This is a tough game to call because, yeah, I think Dallas gonna get to him.
You know what? I'm proud of you, bro, because you kind of said a lot of shit I was gonna say. So, and listen, this is not bad. I'm gonna actually give this B plus analysis to you because I was gonna say a lot of what you just said. All right, so just to give the facts, though, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to tier 5, and I just want you to bring this up on the screen. Bring this up on the screen. First, click on the 49ers defense. We're giving y'all facts, not our opinion. He gave his opinion. Now I'm finna give y'all the facts of why his opinion makes sense. Click on the 49ers defense on the game log and scroll over to the left where it says defensive stats. Right? Glance at that, people. You have a total of 5 interceptions and 9 sacks from the 49ers. That's all you got from them. Right? Their best score was against Pittsburgh, which was 13 points. Their best fantasy score. And all the way over to the right, they have no touchdowns. None. The 49ers are allowing a lot of passes. They're stopping the run. So Tony Pollard's going to struggle. Tony Pollard is going to struggle running the ball. Running the ball. Air quote. I got my fingers up in the air. Y'all can't see me, but I got my fingers up in the air. Tony Pollard's going to, air quote, struggle running the ball. Air quote. But that don't mean he's going to struggle. He's going to struggle running the ball. Now, click on the Cowboys defense. Bring that up on the screen. Cowboys defense game log.
Damn.
Right. Go over to the left. The Cowboys have 14 sacks, 7 interceptions, 3 defensive fumble recoveries, and 4 touchdowns. And they're not allowing a lot of points. Unless you're just a really, really, really good offense, they're not allowing a lot of points. So what I'm saying is this. The Cowboys, and don't get mad when I say this, people. Don't get mad when I say this. The Cowboys are defense are better than the 49ers defense. I said it. The Dallas Cowboys on defense are better than the 49ers on offense. Here's the screen right there in your face. This is not my opinion. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan, right? Yeah. And I'm not a 49ers hater. No, that's not what I am. I'm none of those things. We just showed y'all the proof before I said these words. Before I said the words, the Dallas Cowboys are better than the 49ers on defense. Before I said it, I showed it to you on the screen. The Dallas Cowboys are better on defense than the 49ers on defense. I'm saying that, and I'm saying it, and I'm saying it. If it upsets you, if you are an expert in the sports world, and you come across my live stream before kickoff, And you hear this, who's this guy talking? This guy's knowing, he doesn't know football. I don't have to know football. I know stats. I'm looking at this damn screen. It shows me 4 touchdowns from the Cowboys on defense. 14 sacks on defense. 3 fumble recoveries, 7 interceptions in 4 weeks of football. The Cowboys on defense are better than the 49ers on defense. I don't know what the score going to be, but I'm leaning towards the Cowboys winning. I don't know what the score going to be, but I'm leaning towards the Cowboys winning. And I'm saying it with my chest that the Cowboys are better on defense than the 49ers are on defense. I've said it enough. Now let's go back to.
Completely agree with you.
I just wanted to say that tonight on tonight's show, bro, because I've been hearing a lot of they got the spread is in the 49ers' favor. Everybody to the 49ers, the Coach Shanahan and Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. Okay, all right, damn it, all right.
They must have not been watching those games then.
Huh?
They must not have been watching those games then.
Ain't nobody watching the game. I'm watching the game as well as watching the stats. That's what people don't get. I'm watching the game as well as looking at the stats. I hear people talking. I go to people's fantasy sports channels. I go to people's sports channels where it's just not fantasy sports. They just talking sports, and they got a live stream. They got a headset on, and they 5 different Zoom screens up, and they're all talking sports. Everybody's looking at averages and all these numbers. Everybody's a nerd with their calculator, and nobody's watching football actually. You can't be watching football if you think that the 49ers are just going to trample over the Dallas Cowboys. I ain't saying the Cowboys are necessarily going to win, because I say I'm leaning towards them. And this B-plus analysis, I'm not going to definitively say either or. I'm leaning towards the Cowboys. In other words, this game is heavily in the Cowboys' favor because of the defense. Cowboys' defense could very well give Brock Purdy a hard day, a bad day, a pick six, a defensive make Christian McCaffrey fumble that ball, right? Mm-hmm. Because when the Cowboys tackle you, they're not just tackling you. They're trying to strip the ball when they tackle you. It's a forced fumble. So even if you're a person that doesn't fumble balls, you run the ball on Cowboys, one guy going to grab you and tackle you. The other guy's trying to punch the ball on you before you go down and force a fumble off you. That's why they got three fumble recoveries. These fumbles didn't happen because the players that got tackled are a fumbling player. No, all 3 of these fumbles, because I saw 3 of them happen in these games, were forced fumbles. It was a gang tackle, and somebody punched that ball before his knee hit the ground to force a fumble. That's how the Cowboys play defense. So I'm not saying that the Cowboys are going to win. I'm saying it's heavily in the Cowboys' favor, and I'm leaning towards the Cowboys to win because of the defense. And I said all that to say to start Tier 1 off with Jordan Love.
I was about to say, you crazy if you didn't pick him.
Yo, I have to throw a zinger in on this show, bro. I have fun, bro. I love you. But I did all of that fucking talking just to pick Jordan Love. Yes. So if you're in the chat room and you laughing your ass off, thank you. I was trying to make you laugh. It was intended for you to crack the fuck up. This motherfucker just said all that shit and just picked Jordan Love. Yep.
Oh, man.
What advice for you?
Everybody's gonna love Christian McCaffrey. But he makes the most sense in Tier 2.
Right.
But then you got Lamb. What has Lamb done this year?
He's been consistent. I can tell you that much. I've been watching. He's been consistent. Now, he ain't been balling, but he's been consistent. I'll give him that much. And here's the thing. Here's another caveat about 49ers defense. The 49ers defense, great at stopping the run, not so great at stopping the pass. Just wanted to say that, but go ahead.
Yeah, but Trish McCaffrey, I'm gonna go CD Lamb. Fuck it.
Lamb, not a bad pick. I mean,
Cause I don't think Chris McCaffrey's averaging 32 points. I don't think he's gonna get that much against that Cowboys defense.
All right, I'm gonna roll with Brandon Ayuk because I think some telling me Deebo Samuels is gonna get hurt in this game. And I'm not wishing it on him.
Wow.
He plays. It's the way Deebo Samuels plays football. He runs hard and he plays hard, so he kind of hurts himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna stay away from Deebo Samuels because I got a feeling he's just gonna get banged up. I got a feeling Deebo gonna get hurt,
He was hurt last game, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't. It's not out for the game, out for the season hurt. It's more like something's gonna happen. Deebo's gonna get taken out the game.
He's gonna limit himself.
Back second half, but he's not gonna be. I don't think Deebo's gonna. I think they're gonna be relying more on Christian McCaffrey and Brandon Ayuk. So knocking on wood for Deebo Samuels. I don't want Deebo Samuels to get hurt. I'm saying in the sense of Deebo Samuels plays hard. That's why he's always banged up. That's why he's always questionable. Every week you see a Q tag on Deebo Samuels' name because of the way he plays. I watch him. He play hard. He one of the heaviest wide receivers I've ever seen. He run right at you. And when you run at people, you tend to hurt yourself, right? If you don't dodge a juke a person where you just like give way to the tackle and just fall down. No, Deebo Samuels runs at you. He'll run at three guys and he'll charge right into them. Okay, you're a human being. Your body can only take so much of that. So that's why I say Brandon Ayuk is more graceful. Deebo Samuels is more like a juggernaut. And he's a good, strong guy. He can catch the ball. He can get yards after the catch. He's physical. He's all those things. But all that stuff takes a toll on his body, and he can't play effectively for extended periods of time because he plays so hard. So that's my only issue with Deebo Samuels. It has nothing to do with his skill. He's very talented. Deebo is everything you want in a wide receiver. But as a result of that, it's like his strength is also his weakness. That's why I'm picking Brandon Ayuk.
Gotcha. Wow. Moving right along here. Tier 4 is going to be easy for me. I'm picking Dobbs.
Josh, Romeo Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs.
Tier 5. Let's see. I'm definitely feeling the Cowboys defense here.
I don't see why not.
The thing with Jaden Reed is that I like Jaden Reed, but he's a rookie. And they give him the ball like when they want to. It's like it's hard to. I've been watching the Green Bay Packers play, and I've been picking Jaden Reed every week. This is week 5. We going into week 5, right? Mm-hmm. And Jaden Reed, he's not a bad wide receiver. Like when I picked Jaden Reed in week 2 when he played the Falcons, and I got that production off of him. But the next week he didn't do anything. And I picked him against the Lions again. He didn't do anything in the Lions. Like he didn't do what I needed him to do. So the thing with Jaden Reed is like, and it's not that he's trash. He's a rookie. They don't trust him yet to just feed him the ball like that. If he's open, they'll throw it to him. But they just don't trust him. Like Jordan Love will take off running before he throw the ball to open Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed was open on 3 different plays one time against the Lions, and Jordan Love ran the ball. He just didn't see him, and he just ran for got a couple of yards out of that quarterback sneak or whatever. But I want to pick Jaden Reed because I got Jordan Love for 1, and 2, he's a good quarterback. But I just feel like the Cowboys defense is going to do better than Jaden Reed. I just feel that way. But I'm picking the Cowboys defense for tier 5.
Yeah, and for tier 6, I'm going Michael Gallup. Yes, over the Packers defense.
Yeah, because the Raiders are going to score on the Packers, so it's not a bad pick. Yeah, not a bad pick. So we have Jordan Love, CD Lamb, Brandon Ayuk, Romeo Dobbs, Cowboys on defense, Michael Gallup in tier 6. About to enter this tier squad. Before we close out the show, there's some other players that if we don't get a chance to make hyper picks for y'all on the TikTok page, follow us on TikTok at TheReCapp Hyper Picks. Spell it with 2 P's, all one word. TheReCapp Hyper Picks. Follow us over there. If you're already following us, and you came over from TikTok to listen to the live stream, there will be a couple of HyperPix videos, probably in the wee hours of the night or sometime a couple of hours before game time. But there won't be a lot because we're trying to cover as much of that stuff as we can right here on the live stream. We can get to a lot of these players right here on the live that lessens the HyperPix load, because HyperPix is a load. That's another a completely different load and editing that has to be done. It's fine. It's just that if it's not important, we're not going to make a HyperPix about it. We only make HyperPix for players that it's just like, you know what, these players are hot and we didn't get a chance to talk about them on the show. Check these players out. That's the purpose of HyperPix. We didn't get to these players. So there may be a one video, maybe two, but we like I said, we've tried to cover as much as we can right here on the live stream so that we don't have to do the HyperPix. Just check out the live stream before game time for week 5. Replay this video, go back, have fun with us again all over again, and check these lineups because, you know, like I said, we're trying to cover as much as we can on a live so we don't have to keep doing HyperPix. HyperPix is a very, you know, time-consuming thing. Well, you're going to do it consistently, but you're not going to get a HyperPix for every team. I'm not going to give you guys HyperPix for every team. We're just not doing it. Not necessary. We're going to cover that stuff right here on the show. Now, with that said, was there any players that you wanted to get to that we hadn't got to tonight?
Look at Swift, Kenneth Gainwell for the running backs. Look at B. John Robinson if you can. I like the Pittman, Hill, Chase to me is still cheap. You got Zay Flowers. Yeah, I mean, top quarterback probably gonna be Pat Mahomes. Matthew Stafford throwing to his white boys. I just put it out there. Danny Dimes is sneaky, but who he gonna throw to? No idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like C.J. Stroud for Atlanta. I like C.J. Stroud in Atlanta because this is a good matchup for him. I think C.J. Stroud pairing him up with Nico Collins is a good matchup, and I think the Texans are going to beat the Falcons. I think they're going to beat them. I think the Texans have finally found their identity. It's week 5, and this is the week where all of the teams pretty much know who they are and realize what they can do, and the Texans have established themselves as a respectable team. Not saying they go in the Super Bowl, not saying they go in the playoffs. I'm saying that they're a respectable team. They're not trash. So, and C.J. Stroud is a good quarterback. So I think C.J. Stroud is going to have a good day in Atlanta. Pick him, make a lineup for yourselves with C.J. Stroud and pair him up with Nico Collins and fill those other blank spots with some of the picks from the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? You can C.J. Stroud can be your quarterback. Nico Collins can be your wide receiver. You can go back into the show and grab some of those other picks that we gave you guys. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Another quarterback situation that we didn't get to, but recommend is Kirk Cousins against the Chiefs. The Chiefs defense are not that super good. Kirk Cousins has been playing some good damn football, man. Kirk Cousins, I mean, the Vikings ain't been winning, but Kirk Cousins has been playing some badass football. Make a Kirk Cousins lineup with Justin Jefferson. Don't just pick Justin Jefferson. Pick Kirk Cousins too. He's in a good spot. I don't see any reason to fade him. I don't see a reason. Kirk Cousins is in a good spot. Jared Goff is in a good spot against the Panthers. Jared Goff is in a great spot against the Panthers, man. I definitely think y'all should fade Russell Wilson. I know I've been raving about him a lot about his stats. I think Russell Wilson is going to struggle against these Jets. I think the Jets are going to win by a very narrow margin. It's going to be a field goal game on both sides. Maybe both teams score a touchdown apiece, but I think this is just going to be field goals right here because the Jets defense are really good. You know, they're not trash. They're struggling because of the emotional toil that's happened with them. But, you know, the Jets defense are not bad. They can give the Broncos a headache. And I think that's it for quarterbacks for me. I didn't see any other quarterbacks that I was interested in. A running back situation, Johnny Taylor is back from his contract is signed. I think he's going to have a good day in Tennessee. but I also think Derrick Henry's going to have a good day in Indianapolis. I think Derrick Henry is due for a go-off game. He's getting older, and his age is starting to show, but I still think Derrick Henry got some gas in the tank. So I think if you want to take a chance on Derrick Henry, now would be a time against the Colts. Now would be the time. If you've been fading Derrick Henry all this time, and you don't know what's going on with him, now is a great time to pick Derrick Henry against the Colts. I think Bijan Robinson is going to struggle in Houston. I think y'all should fade Bijan Robinson in Houston. I think he's going to struggle, but I could be wrong in that regard. I don't know. Bijan Robinson is kind of up in the air for me as a running back. Like, I just think Houston is going to surprise Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons think they hot. They think they got a secret weapon in Bijan Robinson, and they probably do. But I think the Houston Texans got something to say. Another running back I recommend for you guys that we didn't get to on the show is Alvin Kamara in New Orleans. He's back. He's in football shape. Definitely pick Kamara. Kamara always has a good day against the Patriots for some reason. Plus, the Patriots just playing some bad football. The Patriots are not who we think they are. They're trash on defense. Bill Belichick's on his way out the door. So go ahead and treat the Patriots like they used to be before Tom Brady was there, the trash team they used to be. Pick Alvin Kamara as your running back if you haven't already. Some more wide receivers before we close out. We've made lineups already, so we've gotten to most of the good ones. I don't really see any wide receivers right now that I think is worth talking about. So that's about it. That's the show for tonight, y'all. I hope y'all get this money. Hope y'all get paid. Again, follow us on TikTok. And if you came over here from TikTok, follow us right here on YouTube. Help us get these views up. Help us get these subscriber base up so we can get our channel monetized and we don't have to beg y'all for donation money and stuff like that. Happy drafting. Creator bless y'all. See y'all next week. Deuces.